What's going on, guys? It's me, Drew, aka the Green Arrow, and today, guys, I am back again with another review on Gotham. So let's get into it. So from the last episode, we remember that Jim actually shot Mario just after Lee and Mario got married, and basically Jim tracked him down. And he kind of revealed himself to say, listen, I'm a bad guy, because throughout the whole episode he kind of like kicked his ass in the hospital, and after he finished kicking his ass in the hospital, he, writ some kind of, I think it was a code or something on his hand, and he basically led Jim to where Mario was. So Mario was basically going towards Lee, because he realised that Lee is never going to stop loving Jim, so that kind of makes him angry, and he went towards her and he went to basically stab her, and all you see is Jim going and he shoots him. So that ended the season finale. So it came back. It wasn't great, to be fair, so I'll just tell you what the main points of what happened. So we had the start off of the episode, and it was basically Mario's funeral, because we all know that Jim, like I just said, killed Mario. So he wanted to go to the funeral to show his respect. Like, he wanted to be like, you know what, I'm sorry, but he was infected, so I had to do it, kind of thing. But nobody really wants to hear him. So Bullock stopped him. He said to him, listen, this ain't the times, ain't the place, you've got to get out of here. So he ends up in going, and just as he goes, Falcone looks up, and as he looks up, he spots Jim. So what does Falcone want to do? I know what Falcone's going to do. He's going to put out a hit on Jim. So through the episode, Falcone and Lee were talking, and Lee basically said, just before that, she went to the GCPD and she said that she wanted Jim arrested, and he's the virus of what keeps on happening. He's the problem, no one else is a problem, and that he should be arrested, and he should have to basically pay brain fart. What's the word? Pay his dues, basically, by him being arrested, serving time in Arkham, or in wherever else they want to try to stick people. So for the whole episode, her and Falcone are basically saying that they want Gordon dead. So he sends out Victor Zsasz, and first Victor has this little confrontation with Jim. Victor's in his house, and Victor basically says to Jim that your time's going to come pretty soon, but it's not going to come at this particular moment, but you want to watch your back, because you're not going to hear me coming, and when I come, I'm going to kill you, kind of thing. And it was just like, okay, Zsasz. And as Zsasz was walking away, he said to him, you know what? I respect you. He goes, I didn't really like Mario, so well done for offering him, but you know what? It's not going to be great for you, because you know what? You're going to have it out of me. So Jim was basically saying, you know what? Whatever you want to bring it, just bring it, kind of thing. So they had another little confrontation, and where were they this time? I think they were at where were they? They had another confrontation, and at this point here, Bullock and Jim were investigating. It was like a building or some sort, and as they went in, no, that was it. That was what it was. Okay, I remember completely. Right, so what it was is you got to see a guy called Dwight, and this guy called Dwight, he's basically a fanatic of Jerome, and he wants Jerome back in this world, and take a look at all of the maniac stuff that Jerome did. He stood up for what we all believe in, kind of thing. So basically, Jim and Bullock were chasing down this guy who worked in the morgue. So they followed him, and he ends up in being the voice for Jerome. And obviously Jim and Bullock all listening to him, and yeah, this guy needs to be stopped, kind of thing. Next thing you know, all hell breaks loose, and Victor Zsasz is there. So what he ends up in basically doing is Zsasz has the twins, two girl twins who are assassins with him. They're firing down shots, and basically Bullock goes to Jim, what's going on? And he goes, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that Zsasz has actually put a contract out. Forgot to tell him that Falcone has actually put a contract out on his life. So Bullock's like, oh well, thanks a lot for telling me. You know, I'm right here, now I'm just about to die with you. And Jim's like, you know what, I'll catch you in a bit, just put down cover fire and I'm gone. So Jim basically ends up in ducking away. Going back to this Dwight guy, he basically is he's a fanatic. He wants Jerome. He's trying to work on ways to actually bring people back from the dead. And this is one of the reasons he's actually working them all. Because one of the first reasons for why Bullock and Jim actually went looking for him is because there was this dead woman who magically appeared in being alive again. And she actually ended up in killing somebody. But she was supposed to be dead. So that's why they end up in going to the morgue and finding this guy. So he's basically working on dead people to bring them back to life. A little bit like Hugo Strange, when Hugo Strange was actually bringing a lot of people back from the dead. Fish Mooney, Galavan. I think that he might have been a bigger part to play in Jerome coming back, but you know, we're not going to know until the season finally continues going on. So we have Zsasz, and we have Gordon, and we have Lee, and we have Falcone. So Falcone, let's get back to Falcone and Lee. Lee then went to go to visit Barnes, because obviously everyone knows that Barnes is locked up in Arkham Asylum at this particular moment. She goes to visit him, and as she goes to visit him, she's asking him all these questions. She said to him, you know, could it be that, you know, you could be alright, and you know, nothing really bad's gonna happen to you. You can find a cure, rah rah rah. And basically Barnes was just going crazy on her ass, and he's like, you didn't know these people need to be purged. When I get out, I'm gonna purge Jim Gordon. He is the biggest basically virus in this place. This virus, this attached virus thing is amazing. It's not a curse. It's no kind of like disease. You know, you get purified once you take this. And, you know, she kind of realised with the way that he was calling himself the Executioner, which, guys, that's going to be his name after he breaks out of Arkham City. Arkham Asylum even. He's going to be the Executioner. So, you know, she kind of went back to Falcone and said to Falcone, listen, you know what, I'm not being funny, but I think we need to stop this hit on Jim. Falcone then said to her, why? And she said, I went to see Barnes, and he just look really, really like crazy. He's lost the plot. Like, Mario would have lost the plot. Mario would have died, you know. So then Falcone's turned to her and said, you know what, do you love Jim? And you didn't hear her answer. So the next thing you see is Zsasz is at Gordon's place. So you get to see Zsasz and Bullock and Jim are there. So, you know, all you see is this spraying gunfire. No, actually. So basically, Bullock and Jim are in Jim's place, and Zsasz turns up, and he basically sprays the whole of Jim's flat. So, you know, Bullock and Jim basically split off kind of thing. Bullock's got a shotgun. No, Jim's got a shotgun, which Bullock gave him, and Bullock's got, like, his gun. And basically, Zsasz has walked in, and he's kind of, like, got Bullock, and he's got the gun like that. And Jim turns up behind him, and he's like that, and he's like, listen, you know what? If you shoot him, I'm going to shoot you. And, you know, Zsasz is like, well, are you ready for your mate to die kind of thing? And with that, here comes Falcone. Falcone then turns to Victor Zsasz and says, Zsasz, you know what? Go home, the job's done. Zsasz, like a mental impatient, like the way he is, like, okay, bye, son, and he goes off, and it's just, you just think to yourself, man, you are freaking crazy. But he ends up in going, and Falcone then basically turns to him and he says to him, you know what, it's not by my choice that you're still alive. You know, if I had my way, you'd be dead. And, you know, Jim's just looking as he's walking away thinking, what are you going on about? And then I think it dawns on him that if it weren't for Lee, then he would have been dead. So that was that saga, basically, in a nutshell. The whole episode was basically the hit on Gordon going after, but we had other little things in there, so let's just get into those little bits and pieces, which portrayed we've got a little bit about Selena, and I've got a little bit, obviously, about the Penguin. So, as we all know, that the Penguin and Enigma ain't seeing eye to eye at the moment because the Penguin killed Isabella. The Riddler found out about it, he ain't happy, so now he's going to make him pay. So what he did, Enigma and Barbara, Butch and Tabitha decide to go and dig up the remains of Penguin's father. So they dig him up, and then they use Clayface to basically imitate his dad and pretend his dad's back from the dead, and basically makes Penguin kill his new assistant. So with him killing his new assistant, the Riddler kind of gets what he wants, because he's killed him, he's got the body, and he's basically going to make the Penguin pay any way he can. So I think what he's planning on doing is he put his dad's dead body in his office. He took the dead body of the guy who was supposed to be Enigma's replacement, who he ended up in killing. And then obviously next week there's going to be some more altercation, and he ends up in killing somebody else. So we're going to have him kind of escalate into killing more and more people. But that is the way it's going to be for the moment, until they kind of like bridge out to see what is actually happening. On top of that, we have Selena's mum, who's come back into town. Now, a lot of you guys might have missed it, but Selena did actually ask her, who is your father? Like, who's my dad? And, you know, her mum kind of tried to avoid it and, you know, think, I can't really tell you. So she kind of like baffled along, but then she ends up in giving her a box at the very end, because she was going to leave Gotham. She goes to see Bruce and says to Bruce, you know what, please give Selena this box. This might explain some of the things that she's been asking me. And Bruce basically said to her, you know what, please don't go. Give her one more chance. Let me go talk to her. Let me see what's going on. And if it still doesn't work, then yeah, you know, you can go. But at the moment, please don't go. So she didn't. And she ends up Bruce ends up in going to her. And, you know, as we all know, she's a bit like a cat. So she follows Bruce and she finds out exactly where Selena is. They have their little heart-to-heart and they have a hug. And it's all is good for now. But like I said, I think you guys missed it when she asked actually who's her father. Now, I'm not 100% sure when I say this, but I know through going back and reading certain books and comics on Batman that her father is a well-known person, and we know at the moment in Gotham. And, you know, the only thing I kind of say for this particular moment, because like, I don't want to say it's him and it's not him, but I'm going to put my money on one of the mob bosses. So that's all I'm going to say. I believe Selena's dad, from reading the comics of Batman and the novels, that her father is one of the mob bosses. And yeah, I think I'll kind of leave it like that for now. You guys can kind of work out which kind of mob bosses are in Gotham, and you can kind of pair which one is which. But guys, that has been Gotham in a nutshell. I know I've been a bit late with my videos, but that's because I'm trying to change up my channel, and I've also got a new channel that I'm working on as well, which is my gaming channel, where I'm going to actually be doing quite a few different things on that channel, which is I'm going to be doing games, I'm going to be doing challenge videos. So guys, if you guys are excited for all them kind of things, jump over to my YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel, which is Drew Arrow Gaming, and yeah, that's where we're going to have a bit of fun. And you know, we're going to have some good challenges. And come the summertime, guys, I'm telling you, these challenges are going to be awesome. But that's all now, guys. But if you like what you heard on this video, give me a thumbs up and share with all your insane friends. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to keep you informed with all things Gotham, guys, because Gotham is going to rock it up there. And once we find out who Selena's father is, even more stuff is going to come to the action. We've got quite a few good things coming up. We have the introduction, obviously, of Jerome. We have a Harley Quinn, guys. She's coming to Gotham as well, and she will be there at the end, before the end of this season. I'll make a video on Harley Quinn, because like Harley Quinn is amazing. But like I said, guys, that's all I've got for you this week. If you like what you saw, guys, like I said, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that bell, because a lot of people ain't getting the videos that people are creating. So if you smash that bell, you're going to be able to get them all the time. Like I said, I'm doing my challenge videos on my gaming channel. You want to jump over to that, it's Drew Arrow Gameplay. Guys, if you want to challenge me on a video as well, I'm up for that as well. Put it in the comment section down below what kind of challenge you want. Obviously, guys, if you're going to challenge me to do something, you're going to have to kind of film it so I can see you doing it. But I've got no problem with actually taking on the whole world. If you think you've got a challenge that you want me to do, as long as it's a safe challenge and it's nothing stupid, guys, I'm up for it. You know, in the summer, I've got a load of water challenges coming. But for now, guys, I have been your host, Drew, aka the Green Arrow. And guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Straight shooting.